Good morning all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday morning, August 27th, and we're looking at the market profile of the SPY ETF here on Window Trader. And right now it's an hour and 10 minutes before the opening. Giving you any kind of game plan right now is kind of meaningless with Powell speaking at 9:10 at Jackson Hole. So what we are going to do is give you the three scenarios that can possibly happen after he is done speaking. You should have all the destinations. The only other one I'll give you, two others. I'll give you the pre-overnight all-time high, which right now is 348.36. So our all-time high is in the overnight. Yesterday's high was 347.86. And the only other downside one I will give you is right now the pre-market low of 346.83. So here are the three scenarios, what we can look at, what we can look for after he's done. Scenario one, the market likes what he says, he doesn't upset the apple cart, and it continues to do what it has been doing, which is basically just grinding up. If that's the case, you will be taking out yesterday's high, you'll be taking out the overnight high, and again, if we do start one-time framing up, you either watch it or you get on board. Plain and simple, right? If we get another trend day to the upside, you either have to be on board with it or you wait for two-sided trade like we did yesterday, right? That's the first scenario. Second scenario, and this would be the most likely outcome if he wasn't speaking today, because after a day such as yesterday with 5 sets of single prints, you usually get consolidation. I would say that number is probably upwards of 75%. But that number probably goes to at best 50-50 because he is speaking. Now, if what he says they take it with a grain of salt that was expected, you still might get consolidation. If that's the case, there's a very good chance then for an inside day with unchanged value and a rotational day. And then you would trade that accordingly. If a trend day is to be taken back, it's usually late in the second day or the third day. Well, this is day 2, and we do have single prints. And then the third scenario is he says something that the market wasn't expecting, or it's not as positive as they thought, and they decide to start taking some profits. Now, bottom line is this market is long in every time frame, monthly, weekly, and daily, right? We're even one time framing up now for 4 days. The overall market would become healthier if you were to get some kind of balance and a little bit of a flush to shake out week longs. Well, the first step to do that is obviously to take out yesterday's low to stop the one-time framing up in the daily. So, if they don't like what he says and they decide to, instead of having consolidation, start trending down, well, just like you don't want to get in front of a train that's going up, same thing if it's going down. So if you do get a situation where we're one-time framing down and or have single prints and a trend day down, then you get on board, right? I wouldn't sit there and try to catch and try to pick bottoms until you get two-sided trade. Remember, the trend is your friend. So if it's going up like this, you either get on board or stay on the sidelines, right? I stayed on the sidelines for most of this move up until I got some two-sided trade and had some very good both longs and shorts in the afternoon. So it's the same on the downside, So if you have a trend day, you go with it, or you sit on the sidelines. Rotational day, you can get involved on both sides, right? Again, this market's very long. It wouldn't take a lot. These single prints aren't very big, so if they don't like what he has to say, it wouldn't take a lot to come down here and take out most, if not all of these, and then stop the one-time framing up. If you do that, then you have the price probe. From the other day. You have the 12 white POC all the way down here. So you will have destinations that this market would certainly go to. I don't expect the long-term players to get involved either way. They just haven't been here unless it's something that really upsets them. And then short-term traders start taking it down and they jump in. But for now, I would expect the same type of volume we've been having and tempo. So there's your three scenarios for what could possibly happen this morning. I'm not going to even show you the charts. They're all one-time framing up. But again, for $20 a month, You're not going to get somebody with the experience and dedication to give you a play-by-play for almost 7 hours a day, as you will find in CamelbackTrading.org's voice channel room. Have a great day, good luck, and we will recap at 4 p.m.